Yo, what is going on, YouTube, man? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in today, man. So we're checking out some more Alan Parsons. This was, yes, Alan Parsons Symphonic Project. I just know it as Alan Parsons Project, but this is the Symphonic Project. Now, interesting how this happens sometimes, all right? So Alan Parsons, I recently thought about him, and I was like, let me react to another one. It's not on the channel yet. It won't be on the channel for a couple weeks. So in that reaction, I'm talking about, hey, it's been a while since I got into Alan Parsons, but now we got a donation request, which I always push donation requests to the front of the line. It's the least I can do for you guys, spending some of your hard-earned cash here to make a donation request. So thank you guys for supporting the channel in that way. Thank you, Jenny, for supporting the channel in that way as well. So this is getting pushed in front of that one. So when you guys see that one, just remember, I might be talking about how I haven't reacted to it for a long time, but we've got this one right here, man. This is the Alan Parsons Symphonic Project, Old and Wise. Okay, and I don't know, maybe not. I can't remember if the reaction I did recently was to this same concert or not, but it seems like a very similar setup, at least. Okay, so let's go ahead and read off the donation request. It says, hi Sean, I've always loved the Alan Parsons Project. This song is called Old and Wise. The version is live in Colombia and the runtime is 5:20 approximately. The symphonic orchestra makes the sentiment of this song even more meaningful, especially for those who have health problems or have lived a great life appreciating music. Thanks for all you do. You keep great music alive. Your friend, Jen. Yo, Jenny, appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, man. Let's go ahead and jump into this one, and I love it. I love symphonic sounds of orchestras, brass instruments, strings, everything that I didn't grow up with, because it seems to have fallen off the face of the earth when it comes to the music of my generation and generations since then. We don't get a lot of that, man. So when I dive into it, it is really sweet to my ears, man. It's something that a sound that I love, that I don't get enough of, right? So it's something that you just long for, and I do that often, right? When I take a break from listening to music with it, I just do it often, that I love this stuff. So I'm excited to see how they incorporate this. Growing up, I have a favorite group. One of my favorite groups was Metallica, right? Which may not be some people's whatever, but when they did their symphonic album where they literally had the symphony with them, I want to say it was maybe San Francisco Symphony with them, man, I thought that was so cool, man. No Leaf Clover, I thought was so cool. So if you guys have never heard Metallica No Leaf Clover, you want to just check it out, feel free to check it out. Let me know what you thought about it. But let's go ahead and dive into this one. Here we go.
As far as my eyes can see, there are shadows approaching me. And to those I left behind, I wanted you to know you've always shared my deepest thoughts. You follow where I go. And when I'm old and wise, little words mean little to me. Autumn winds will blow right through me. Someday, in the midst of time, when they asked me if I knew you, I'd smile and say you were a friend of mine, and the sadness would be lifted from my eyes. Oh, when I'm old and wise, as far as my eyes can see, there are shadows surrounding me.
Oh man, those keys.
And to those I leave behind, I want you all to know as far as my eyes can see.
Dang. We got some time, we got some time. Dude, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Wow. 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 That was perfectly done, man. That was perfectly done. You know, you have the beginning section, the first two-thirds of it, man, and it's heavy. It's heavy content, man. You're thinking about it. You're just understanding what he's saying. When time's gone, you think about him. Just remember, you were a friend of mine, okay? You're somebody that had influence, impact on me. I love you. The music's just accompanying it. It's so great. It's so wonderful. I love the expressions on his face as well while he's singing this, because it looks like he is literally contemplating. He's thinking about what he's saying. He's feeling what he's singing in that moment, and that's heavy. And you get this pause. You get this break. And coming out of that break, man, you get that saxophone. And to me, that saxophone represented everything's gonna be all right. It was really just a moment that lifted me up when I was already feeling a little bit heavy with the lyrics, man. But that saxophone is almost just saying, hey, it's gonna be all right, man. It's that comforting, you know, rub on the back when you're feeling kind of stressed, anxious, sad, whatever. It's that rub on the back from a friend, from somebody you love, saying, hey, it's gonna be all right, man. I got you. Like, we're gonna make it through this. You know, it's not as bad as you might be thinking. Like, there's gonna be something great coming. I don't know, man. It was just awesome the way they did that. And of course, I don't know. I wish I could hear the conversations when this is being created and just know if they felt that way when they wrote that into the song, when they incorporated that into the song. Is just like, hey, this is that uplifting, you know, out that we take them on right here, that we just let them know, like, it's all right, because that's the way it made me feel. So Jenny, I'm curious, how does that make you feel when you listen to that section of the song in totality? But that was a beautiful song. That was just beautiful. It was a great experience right here in this seat of mine, man. So thank you so much for this donation request. Let's go ahead and learn a little bit about this one. All right, so for right here, we've got The Old and Wise from the Alan Parsons Project. This is also from the album Eye in the Sky. And this one looks like you've got the single album version. This was released in 1981, and the songwriters on this one is Alan Parsons and Eric Wolfson. Okay, so you've got this one. The song reached number 21 on the Billboard US charts, Adult Contemporary, in early 1983, and number 74 in the United Kingdom, the first of the band's singles to chart in that country. So the lead vocals on this original release of Old and Wise was performed by former Zombies vocalist Colin Blunstone. Okay, Blunstone made several appearances on Alan Parsons Project albums, but Old and Wise was the only single with Blunstone as the lead singer to gain airplay. Blunstone later re-recorded the song for his own 2-disc best of album titled Old and Wise. That's very interesting, man. However, an early demo version without orchestration or the saxophone solo features Eric Wolfson singing lead. So Eric Wolfson, that is not the gentleman we saw there today. It was included as one of the bonus tracks on the 2007 remaster. So that's interesting. I don't know who we saw sing there today. If you guys are familiar with that gentleman, please let me know, because I believe Alan Parsons was the guitarist on that song. Yeah, so Alan Parsons is the gentleman standing center stage up there in the top. The gentleman in front I am not familiar with, but he was also in the reaction I have coming up on the channel, which makes me think this is the same concert. I just can't remember off the top of my head exactly. So can't wait till you guys see that one, man. Thank you so much, Jenny, for this request. This was a beautiful song, beautiful to hear today, and I see how you're saying that this means a lot to music lovers, but it also means a lot to those who have faced challenges with their health, because maybe it's thoughts that come across our mind, and of course, for some of us, it's thoughts that come across our mind at different points in life that you just think, hey, when I'm gone, you know, who's going to be there to send me off? Who's going to miss me? And I hope, more importantly than any other question for me, I hope I set my kids up for success, first and foremost, and I hope they know how much I love them and how much what I did in my life to really, I mean, they've been my driving force for my life is my kids, my 2 kids. Of course, I love my wife, but, you know, I think of us as adults like, hey, I think you can go on if something were to happen to me. My kids is really, you know, what I have to nest and what I have to take care of and what I have a lot of work to do to make sure I give them the best possible successful, you know, send off into life when it comes, man. So just when I'm gone, I hope that they just know how much they meant to me and how much they drove me to be the person I became in my life, and to let go of a lot of the baggage and other stuff that went on with me growing up. They helped me out a lot. So, man, it just makes us think, doesn't it? This song just makes you think. It's a deep one. So thank you for that. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that one. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, man. Let me know more Alan Parsons that you guys want to see up here on the channel, man. I'm loving what I'm hearing so far. That's all I can say. Thank you once again. Don't forget, if you guys are enjoying myself with the content, consider becoming a member here on my YouTube or Patreon for as little as $3. It's a dope way to support me if you guys are enjoying the content. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out that description. With that being said, I'm gone. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.